Hey everybody, Stippling Vaughn here, and it is Juneteenth, the Juneteenth Monday holiday, and I am here doing work. I'm working on the Bad Girl for Terror in the Trenches. The piece is upside down because I'm working on it. So I'm working on, when she's in fire mode, her skeleton appears. You can see her skeleton. And because she's very risque and has a very low cut front, as a result you can see her rib cage. So I'm working on that right now. So Juneteenth is the holiday where celebrating the emancipation of slavery. So I'm going to flip this around. Let's see if I can ink this while holding the camera. Let's see here. Yeah, that works good. As you can hear from the background, I am at the bar, and it is later in the day, so more people. I don't want to really pan around too much, but just doing a short video for you guys. I'm not going to really do that long of a video. It's not going to be one of those really long videos. What I really want to point out is the ink well that I'm using is almost used up. Because it's almost used up, the dots are very gray, very light, because there's not a lot of liquid left. It's really all but gunk. So when I put it on the nib and I don't put a lot on, all you get is much more light, small dots. So as you can see, like down here, like this was doing yesterday, this leg, you can see the dots are much darker. That's because it's a brand new well, ink well. This is one of the things that you have to keep in mind when you're inking this way, is when you actually use the ink well as a separate tool, a brand new ink well, you'll get a much larger, darker dot. Even if you just put just a little bit of ink on it, it makes a much more defined, larger dot, as opposed to what we got going on here. Okay? The one downside is because it's so low, you got to dip it in a couple times so you can then see. Because if you dip down too low, all you're getting to do is large gunks. So you have to be very careful, and sometimes it can seem tedious. But so because I got overlapping the bones here, you want still to be able to see that they're bones. So as a result, you put the dots in, but you try to keep them within the pencil line. So that way when you then erase the pencil lines, what you have is your pencil line forms an outline of the shape. And as a result, you get it almost like a white line, which I enjoy a whole lot. Very challenging and different. And like I said, I'm just going in very carefully. And I intentionally wanted these white light lines in the body and the face, so you really get that sense. Because what I'm going to do is, after I've done this, I'm probably might add like a few lines here, maybe a few lines here, maybe a few lines around the outside, so that way you understand that the hand is still visible. It's just all but transparent. And because I'm doing this traditionally and not with on a computer, many times when you're doing it with a computer, you can actually like turn a holding line into a colored line. I don't work that way. I work traditionally. So as a result, no matter, even if I was able to mimic the artist's style for Terror in the Trenches, it would still have a completely different look and feel from how they present it. But I'm not trying to mimic their style. I'm trying to show my own style, which is the stippling, with this piece and with all my pieces. So, like I said, I'm just going very. One thing that's nice about working this with the ink like this is it dries literally almost as soon as it hits the paper. So I don't have to worry about running my hand over it and smudging it as I did right there. Okay, that was with brand new ink. And when you're using a brand new nib, or not a nib, brand new ink, because it's so liquid, it's very easy when you're stippling for it to start beating up. And then if you aren't paying attention before it dries, you can smudge it. With this ink being at the bottom, being basically gunk, and being aware of that, you get a completely different look. More importantly, like I said, it dries almost completely. So, what I might do is I'm gonna finish up this hand here. And then when I'm done with this hand here, okay, let's go in, dip it all the way down, and let's just put a few dots in here. Like I said, we just want to show a hint of an outline. So notice I'm specifically just doing one side of the finger. So we're just going to do the inside of this hand. Notice how I went all the way down to the bottom, so you're getting more of the gunk, so you're getting a much more darker line. Now, what we're going to do is, I'm going to take, see how I did here, and I put a series of lighter lines, then darker lines, so that way you get slight sense of a glow. What I'll do is I'll have, let's say this is this would be like an orangish yellow, which means the opposite of that is going to be a purplish color. So let's say we're going with a purple color, and let's say I have a purplish blue here, okay? I'll have the purplish blue here, but right here, okay, let's say this is the edge of this is the orangish color, okay? The edge of here. I'll then have this color orange also, so that way you get more of a sense of a glow to the cigarette, and then a glow to the lava-like ability of her hand. So I'll be doing the skull then, and then what I'll do is I've got enough done here. Give me a minute here, folks. Let's show you here. Okay. So I got the eraser here. We'll do this arm here. Okay. See how that looks now? We'll give a minute here. See how that looks? So you get the sense of the arm there, or the bones there. So that's how it's going to look. So you can do like, let's go this far. We'll do the fingertip here. See how that has now a specific look? Because you don't need to know that's the bone, that's the specific shape of the bone. All you need to know is that there is a form there that's going to be somewhat in the bone shape. Okay, because remember, and if anybody's watched my videos before, you know that, and I stress this, it doesn't matter how little detail or how most detail there is there. All you're doing is a shape. And all that is a symbol to represent a bone finger, a phalange. Okay? So, like I said, this is not going to be a long video, but I want to show we're working on her. And nice, well-endowed, villainous lady, perfect person to seduce the Black Terror, and of course, be a thorn in Lady Satan's side. So, hope you guys enjoy, and remember, please like, subscribe, and comment. Commenting always helps. Just watching it, that helps so much, but a comment helps also. Okay? So, until then, you guys all have a great day, and remember, life is stressful. Just take it all one dot at a time.